all they do is talk about themselves. Now listen, at the core of narcissism is someone who is very self-centered, someone who thinks the world revolves around them. And this individual cannot help talk about themselves all day long.
Meghan's attitude has raised eyebrows. It seemed her desire to be a princess outweighed her dislike for royal duties, leading to her step back from her position as the Duchess of Sussex. In my professional opinion, Meghan Markle's behavior exhibited traits or still exhibits traits commonly associated with narcissistic personality disorder. This disorder is normally characterized by a constant need for attention, seeking pleasure for oneself at the expense of others, and a tendency to control the conversations and situations, to be in the spotlight, like you always want to be the center of attention. Interestingly, Meghan Markle's own half-sister, Samantha Markle, has referred to her as a narcissistic and a shallow social climber. Some of Meghan's old friends share a similar view, describing her as a calculated, strategic person in relationships and cold when she decides someone is no longer part of her life. One incident that exemplifies Meghan's narcissism is the way she ended her previous marriage with Trevor Engelson, her ex-husband. She reportedly sent her wedding ring through the post, stating that she no longer wants to be married to him. It's apparent that her sudden fame from her role in the drama series Suits played a significant role in her decision to split up from Trevor Engelson. But how can you post your wedding ring to your husband, someone who used to be your husband? How can someone do that? It's only because they are suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. Meghan's clashes with several members of the royal family as well, including Queen Elizabeth II, further demonstrates her narcissistic behavior. Her resistance to following royal protocol and her desire to do things her own way have caused personal problems, personal conflicts with her family, her new family, the royal family. For instance, the incident where Meghan allegedly made Kate Middleton to cry during Archie's baptism rehearsal highlights her need to be the center of attention. If it's Archie's birthday, Archie happens to be her son, so anything about her son is about her, and she wants to be the only one making the major decisions when it comes to anything concerning her because of the narcissistic personality disorder that she suffers from. Meghan approached Kate, telling her not to steal her thunder, like not to steal attention. She must be mindful of the fact that it's her son's birthday, Archie's birthday, and it's her son's baptism, not Kate's son's baptism. So Kate should be mindful of the fact that she, Meghan, has to be the center of attention, not her. This led to an argument that left Kate in tears and strained the relationship between Prince Harry and Prince William. What strikes me as particularly narcissistic is that Meghan seemed to want all the privileges of being a royal, being a member of the royal family, but she doesn't want to take the responsibilities of being a member of the royal family. She quickly found herself overwhelmed by the protocol and the work involved for the institution, for the royal family. Ultimately, she decided to resign from the royal duties, from the royal household, and subsequently, she absconded with her husband, Prince Harry, to the US. From the time Meghan left the royal family to the US till now, we have seen her narcissistic personality disorder traits being exemplified. We have seen them being outplayed, like in many instances. For instance, the recent one where she was actually the center of attention because she paid to get an award, and she went to get this award. She was well dressed, she was laid clean, beautiful, she looked gorgeous, and that's what she wants. That when she's going out, she wants to be the gorgeous princess, which all the paparazzis have to come begging, crawling on the ground to get photos of her, to put on all the headlines, all the magazines. That's what Meghan craves for, and that's what feeds her ego. So it was time for her to pick up her award, and they called Meghan's name. Meghan's name was inscribed on a giant screen on the stage, the Duchess of Sussex. But one will wonder, why would Meghan resign from the royal duties and even go to the extent of trashing the royal family, but still wants to keep the titles, the Duchess of Sussex, and wants all the benefits that comes with bearing that title, the royal title? And she uses this same title to be inscribed on a giant screen when she is mounting the stage to get her awards. How narcissistic. Another instance was when they had a car chase, which wasn't catastrophic, wasn't near catastrophic, but they their PR put out on all social media platforms that they were involved in a near catastrophic car chase. So the next day, most of the mainstream media and the mainstream media, social media experts were debunking this near catastrophic car chase, because many people said this isn't possible in New York, because most of the traffic in New York is always bumper to bumper, and there is not so much space for cars to run for cars to be chased in New York City. So it's impossible for them to have been in a near catastrophic car chase situation. But because she is suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, she believes her own lies, and she doesn't see it as a responsibility to come back online to tell people that it wasn't a near catastrophic car chase. It was something, we were involved in a car chase, but it wasn't as aggravated as it was purported to be. So even the taxi driver who picked them up was interviewed, and he said it wasn't as bad as it was reported. So how come they will put out such a thing in the news everywhere that they were involved in a catastrophic car chase situation? And Prince Harry's dad is 70. He is old, and this kind of news is not so good for someone his age. They just put out the news, and also it is really bad for any member of the royal family, because Princess Diana died of a similar situation. She died of a catastrophic car chase situation. So if they put out such a statement about the car chase situation in which they were involved, this isn't only about lying to the public. Okay, people in the public are just people who don't really care about the royal family. But what about the royal family members when they hear about such a thing? And what if it was real? It turned out to be fake, but what if it was real? So these people, especially Meghan Markle, she doesn't really care. She doesn't really want to take responsibility for her actions, and these here are just traits of narcissistic personality disorder. Unfortunately, there is no cure, but therapy can help. Who knows? Until when she knows, she owns up, she can sit back, reflect, and take responsibility for her actions. Only then can she seek help. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and please do not forget to subscribe. See you all next time. Until next time, take care. Bye.